What's going on, y'all? It's your boy RyanNiceShot. I'm here at DreamHack Major 3 with Legion Gaming for a little segment I got called Strategy Talk. And during this segment, it's more about getting to know the teams I'm sitting with, right? The players, the people who y'all are going to be watching, right? Because not only do I got some questions, maybe there's something for y'all to say. Because, at the same time, HCS, I mean, it's kind of going away or it's resurging. I don't know what's going on. So maybe we can, start the conversation off about HCS and how has stuff been since Worlds.
All right, so I guess I can start it off. Right now, we're on the off season. Well, first of all, introductions. My name's Angel Rodriguez, also known as Zuzi, and I guess we can go from there before we get to the questions.
Yeah.
My name is Gabriel Rodriguez, aka Uzi.
I'm Chris Dietzen. I go by Common.
My name is Jacob Yates, go by Low Gators.
Ryan Talib, the coach, Jagged Cloud.
All right. HCS since Worlds, you know what I mean? And now we're here. Like, what has stuff been since Worlds to where, we're at DreamHack Major, well, not Major 3 DreamHack, but, for HCS, right? This major event. Tell me about from one point in time to where now is and how has stuff been going?
So Worlds obviously ended in October of last year. I think a lot of teams, a lot of players have kind of just put together pickup squads and just trying to have fun during this kind of season off season, for lack of a better term. But we're trying to take this as seriously as possible. These guys have stuck together. The skill, the talent, the dedication they bring to the game is unmatched. And I think that together, if we stick together, we keep trying to play the way we want to play, we'll eventually be able to come out on top.
Nice.
And one of the biggest things about this season is that some people are playing, some people aren't, and that's where my opportunity comes in. I broke out last year as professional, and I don't want it to just stop at that. The growth and my pacing and just my journey and everybody else's on my team is equally as important. And through this off season, all we can do is just take our opportunity and roll with it, because people aren't playing. The next Halo isn't coming out this year. All we can do is make sure that we just do our greatest. And I think coming to Atlanta, especially coming out of Birmingham, we learned a lot as a team. And from there, those struggles, they don't stay struggles. You build those opportunities, and we just have to keep it rolling.
I mean, what were some of the struggles that maybe the team had faced to where maybe now that maybe some things have been maybe fixed, adjusted? Like talk about, how some of the things, some of the struggles once were or still are.
Yeah, I could speak to that a little bit. When we first started teaming, it was like it was December or something, early January. We were just looking for people to play. The only people that would scrim at all was Shopify at first. We scrimmed them twice in 2 weeks in a row, I think. But ever since that, we've just been trying to hone in on how we play the game as a team. A lot of teams in the league don't exactly agree with how we play, but we understand the method to our madness and how we want to go about playing the game. A little bit about Birmingham. We just need to hone in more on how we play rather than worrying about what other people do on the map. So if we just continue to worry about how we play and how we work on the map, then those shortcomings will get solved on their own.
Okay. Gators, I want to know something. What are some of the strong attributes the team has, right? You already mentioned about some of the teams not liking how y'all play, right? Tell me what is some of the strong things that the team does bring to where y'all are going to be able to be not only successful, but able to accomplish something that maybe y'all haven't done yet.
Yeah, I got you there. I would say our strengths, like whenever things are going like really correctly and like what we're doing is working, like we can compete with the best teams whenever we're rolling. Whenever we're not rolling, sometimes like that's where our faults will be at because we play at a like very fast pace, and whenever that's clicking, like I don't think anybody could really beat us.
Yeah.
But getting to there is like I think our biggest thing that we've been working on really.
What does that look like? What does getting there look like if you're able to paint that picture for me?
I would just say like total awareness around the map, just overall everything like spawn knowledge, when you can go, when you cannot go, stuff like that really.
What I guess VOD sessions. What do those look like? Anybody want to give me some like thoughts on like some of these VOD sessions that
Chris can speak to that.
okay, all right. Tell me about these VOD sessions and tell me about how some of these well first, for those who don't know what VOD sessions are, because I don't know who's gonna see this, right? Explain what VOD sessions are and then go into about how those sessions are for the team.
Yeah, so VOD would be anytime that you're playing, going back and watching film of the games that you played. Good games that you played, bad games that you played, trying to see what you guys are doing well, trying to see what you guys are doing bad, and trying to get like an idea of some of the things that you can improve on to, make that next step that we're kind of talking about. So VOD for us, I mean, we're pretty heavy in VOD a lot of the times. So I'm a pretty big stickler when it comes to, us playing how we want to play and trying to see the opportunities that we're missing and, really try to maximize the pressure that we're applying to some of the better teams. So that's been a real big focus for us, just going back in and looking at a lot of these scenarios and say, okay, hey, what did we miss? Not necessarily focus on what the other team's doing good, because a lot of times it's just us making mistakes rather than them playing good. Maybe we got average in a situation where we didn't need to get average, or maybe we missed a route we could have taken that would have did something, to help the team out. So it's really just trying to look at the bigger picture and say, okay, hey, where was our opportunity in this moment to keep playing the game how we want to play the game, and just keep applying the pressure that we know we can apply.
Okay. I mean, I've heard not just from not this team, right? In general, teams and their players, not taking practice, not taking, some of the off times like as serious. Talk about, how y'all as a team go into each and every practice, or like just the mentality that y'all maybe have as a team or just as players.
Yeah, I mean, I think just to kind of touch on what we said earlier, for us, this is a big opportunity for us, right? There's a lot of people that maybe are taking time because it's the off season and not compete full time or not do, the normal things that we do during a regular HCS season. So we're trying to maximize the downtime and not really take our foot off the gas towards whatever's next for Halo, whatever the next game is, whatever opportunities are next. So for us, it's not just, we're playing for fun, or, let's just go out and make a little bit of money and just, continue playing a game that we enjoy.
We're still full time.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, we're still putting in the same amount of time that we did during the regular seasons. So for us, the limited practice that we do get is really important for us, because we have goals that we're trying to achieve, even though, again, it's just an off season.
Right.
We have some big, we're trying to get to a point where, their careers especially, because they're all younger players, can continue with the next game.
Yeah. Okay, I love that. Talk about teams that y'all, maybe are going to be playing here soon. Is there any teams that maybe y'all are looking forward to playing? Anybody that maybe is like standing out to where it's like, okay, we have scrimmed, we have done a lot of practice. Like we want to be able to go up on land and be able to show this team or these maybe one of your rivals or something like that. Like, okay, like this hasn't been for nothing. Like we're here to show y'all something.
I can attest to this. One team I really do want to play is the BEPS roster coming into Atlanta. This made up of Bound, Eco, Stellar, and Penguin. We beat an iteration of that roster before, and we've had extremely competitive matches online already. And in the bracket, we'll most likely line up with them because of the way the seeding works, and that is definitely a matchup that I want to go up against, mainly because they play into what we play into, sometimes giving people 1Vs and like breaking the map with different kind of routes that some people might not be seeing, things of the sort that we know that they're going to be pressuring us with, where we want to do the same, vice versa, if not better. So that's a matchup that I really want, and I'm excited for this. Not even just the matchup, just the whole tournament, because after Birmingham. We learned so much, and we just really want to get back, not into the flow of things, but just put ourselves at a baseline that we know we're supposed to be at.
Yeah, I mean, look, the way that stuff is going right now, like y'all have a lot to say about like
No, for real.
this upcoming like land. Like it means not just a lot, but it seems like this is like not just a make or break, but like y'all have put in a lot of time. I'll let you go ahead and speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think one thing. I think they would all agree with me. If we could play absolutely everyone, I think we would want to do that. Yeah.
Right.
Because we want to be here to beat every team.
At the end of the day, if you want to win the tourney, you're going to have to beat 90% of the teams, especially in top 8 or top 6. You're going to have to beat all those guys anyways.
Exactly. So coming out and showing our best against every single team would allow us to not only show what we're capable of, but also continue, like we were talking about earlier, maximizing those opportunities that we get in front of us.
So yeah, I mean, you know, with this event, you know, right here, like we're about to be in it. What would it mean to get first place? What would it mean to be able to show people that the hard work has paid off?
I think that would mean everything, for lack of better words, because like we all have lives outside of what we're doing here, right? Like I'm going to school, these guys are working, and it's really mentally taxing and challenging when we all want to get better and we all want each other to get better, and one of us might have had a bad day.
Yeah.
Or we might not be playing that well, and it might get to us mentally for a second, and all of that mental stack makes it that much harder, and that's what makes that first place even better, because you knew throughout all those hard days and all that hard work that like it was all worth that mental tax.
Okay. As a team though, like who's that guy that can, I guess, recognize that, okay, my partner, he's not having such a good day. Who's that person that y'all can be able to lean on to, you know, uplift? Is there anybody? Because y'all may not have nobody, right? And that's fine too. But like,
No, I think all of us kind of recognize when one person might not be feeling, for lack of a better term, perfect.
Right.
At the end of the day, like we all team with each other. We know, like we know who we are. We've known each other for long enough that like we know each other's tendencies, and we understand each other as people at the end of the day.
all right, let's be real for a second though, right? Have y'all ever been able to tell if your friend, your homie is just kind of, if he's just being like negative, or he's just, for lack of better terms, he's just bullshitting you?
It's really rare where we have an instance where we're just straight bullshitting each other, because that's like, if we're doing that, then that's a whole nother level of professionalism that we're not adhering to. And that's like, especially before or after we're playing, whether that a scrim or tourney, or whether that be us getting online just to play some matchmaking, we'll all know, like, or not check each other, but understand where our headspace is at in the moment and just adjust. It's not even about being a negative Nancy or somebody that doesn't want to be where they're at. It's just the hardship that we have to go through. Sometimes we'll get checked. Sometimes we won't play good. But that's just what comes with competing at any level, whether that be in esports, being an athlete in college, or whatever.
I think another big thing about that is that, I mean, we're kind of unfortunate in terms of like a lot of the other top teams that we're competing against, because there still are a lot of the top teams that are competing full time. They don't have other responsibilities. I mean, not saying they don't have other responsibilities, but some of them aren't working, some of them aren't doing school. They have a lot more time to dedicate to
Their
what
craft.
they're doing. So we're not fortunate in that situation. Everybody on the team's got something that they're working towards outside of the game, whether it be 3 of us having jobs, 1 of us being in school full time. So when we do get on the game, we try to have that mindset of like, hey, like, let's not just get on and waste time, because we really don't have the time to waste, because we're all dedicating time in other areas too. So for us to get on the game, it's taking away from other aspects.
Right.
So we kind of have to have that. Not saying that it doesn't happen where we have off days, or someone's not 100% mentally there because of other stuff going on, or whatever the case is, but we try to be as locked in as possible when we're playing, just because of that sole fact.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, I guess like I want to know like is there something that y'all want to be able to like is there anything else that y'all want to be able to tell the people that's going to be watching, not only y'all on main stage, but maybe somebody who's watching this event?
We like to throw this term out a couple times, but like we're the dark horse team. We're the team that people do not want to lose to. So I think that alone strengthens our team, and I think that will. I don't know. I feel like some part of that empowers me to like want to do even better and just black out.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to segue that because I had already mentioned that I broke out as professional last year. I made my first world championship, and it was with Little Gators and Uzi. So that is like kind of a breaking point coming into this year because people still see us as AMs, and that's not what I'm here for. I don't want to be considered an amateur anymore. I don't play at an amateur level, nor do I take this I guess you can say hobby of mine at an amateur level either. You know what I mean? I take it after work. It's 6 hours. It's VOD, play 3 hours, VOD, 2.5, 3 hours every time. So it's like that kind of time and commitment is equally as serious as if somebody was still playing professional.
Yeah, and I think that's to touch on everything. Just to kind of sum it all up, we've got a lot to prove to everybody, prove to
Yep.
ourselves, kind of where we're at. So I think that's a big thing that's pushing us too. Is just the fact that I think everybody else looks at us from the outside as saying, "Oh, we know there's some talent there, but we don't really know what that looks like." So
Okay. I mean, look, I think for me, being able to watch y'all not only compete against some of the other best teams, right, within HCS, but having y'all be able to come and show out and show that, this hasn't been for nothing. We're here, we're ready, and y'all can be able to show, your fans or up and coming players like, hey, we're here, we're serious, and this is, who we are, right?
Yep.
Making a statement. So, I mean, if y'all don't got nothing else to say, I'll close it out real quick.
All right, that's cool with me.
Well, look, it's your boy RyanNiceShot. I just wanted to say thank you to Legion Gaming for, being able to sit down with us, being able to share some insight to us. So look, if anything, I'll catch y'all next time, but y'all be sure to catch Legion Gaming this upcoming weekend at DreamHack Atlanta.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan.
thank you.
Yes, sir.